Good morning to all. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, this is Manoj Sahu. Today I am going to attend the Introduction to Machine Learning SWAYAM NPTEL week 11 assignment element, which last date is 9 April 2025. Right, this is my credential. You can see here. Now let's start to solve the questions. You can see already I have attempted the questions and the answers are given here. Okay. So the first question is asking about which of the following is or are the estimated by the expectation maximizations or EM algorithm for Gaussian mixture model GMM. Okay, 4 options are given. Out of 4 options, we choose option B, option C, and option D. Okay, and we will go to the explanation part here. You can see this is the question number 1. Okay, this is the question number 1, and options are given, and we choose option B, and option C, and option D. B, C, and B, C, and option D. Option D. Okay. You can see the explanation here. The EM algorithm is used to estimate the parameter of a GMM by minimizing the likelihood of the observed data for the parameter of a GMM includes. Okay. So this is the mixing coefficient, and this is the mean vector of each Gaussian component, and here is the covariance matrix of each Gaussian component. So EM algorithm is iteratively updates this parameter. That is, in each step, it computes the responsibilities, the probability that each data points belong to each components, and in n step series, it updates to maximize the expected log likelihood. Now, however, the case the number of components is a hyperparameter that must be specified before the running EM algorithm. It is not estimated by the EM. Instead, it is typically chosen using the method by like the Bayesian information separation (BIC) or cross validation method. So the correct option is option B, option C, and option D. Okay, and here is the incorrect options. Okay, option A and option E. Now moving to the question number. Question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2. Which of the following is or are about the responsibility terms in GMMs? Assume the standard notation used in the lecture. So here the 5 options are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 options are given. So we have to choose the multiple options. That is option A and option D. Option A and option D. Okay, let's go to the explanation part. 5 options are given. So we choose option A. Okay, option A and option D. These ones. Okay. Now the explanation: the GMM represents the responsibility which the posterior probability that the data point xn belongs to the component K given in the current parameter estimated. It is computed in the each step of a EL algorithm using Bayesian theorem. Okay. Using the Bayesian theorem, let's evaluate each option. Okay. Here the first is true, and the option 2, option B is a false, and you can see option C is also a false, and option D, this is a true statement, and option E is a false statement. So only option A and option D are the true statements. Got it? Now these are the correct options, so we choose the correct option, option A and option D. Okay. Now let's do the moving to question number 3. Question number 3. What is the update equations for UK in the EM algorithm for GMM? Okay, 4 options are given. Out of 4 options, we choose the option of second option. Okay, second option number B, 3 option B. You can go the options, and you can see the explanation here in the n step EL algorithm for GMM. The mean UK for each component is updated to maximize the expected log likelihood. The updated equation from UK is equal to, by taking the derivative of the expected log likelihood with respect to UK and the second to 0. The resulting objective is this one. Okay, and here the options: the responsibility of the data xn for component K is computed with the parameters of the previous m-1. The numerator is here and the denominator is here. So option, you can see if you choose option A, B, C are identical and match this formula. Option D and E is divided by n. The total number of data instead of this one, which is incorrect because it does not equate the varying responsibility of the data points for each components. So the correct options here, all they are the same. So what we choose the correct options, it is B. We choose B here. Okay. Now moving to the question number 4. Question number 4. Select the correct statements about the EM algorithm for GMMs. we choose option B and option D. Option B and option D. Option B, these ones, and option D. Okay. So go to the explanation part. Why choose option B and D? Because first one is a false statement, you can see here. Second one is a true statement, you can see here. And third one is also a false statement, you can see here. This is a false statement. Okay, this is a false statement. And the fourth one is true statement. So we choose the options A and D. The B and D. Option B and D. Okay. B and D options. So correct option is option B and option D. Now go to the question number 5. Fit a GMM with two components for this data. What are the mixing coefficients of learned components? Note that the use scale-learn implementation of GMM with a random state equal to 0. Do not change the other default parameters. Okay, so 4 options are given. We choose the most appropriate option is 0.625 and 0.375. Now go to the explanation part. This is the question number 5. The data set is given here. 4 options are given, and if we choose the question number 5 option D, that is this one. Okay, 0.625, 0.375. This is the explanation. We need a fit GMM with two components using scale-learn implementation, Gaussian mixtures, and random set equal to 0. The default parameter. The data consists of 8 points, that is 2D, Xi and Ya. Let's write a Python script to compute the mixing coefficients. Here the Python script is given below. You can see here, this is the Python script. Okay, you can take as a screenshot here. So after fit with the two components, the result is this one. Okay, the running this code, the mixing coefficient is equal to 0.625, 0.375. That's why we choose the correct option is this one, option D, 0.625 and 0.375. Now moving to the question number 6. Moving to the question number 6. Using the model trained in the question number 5, compute the log likelihood the following points. Choosing these points have the highest likelihood of being sampled from the model. So this one 7.5 and 8.0. Okay. 6 option C. Now go to the solution part. 7 first of C. 7.5 and 8.0. 7.5 and 8.0. Explanation you can see here. Using the GNM model trained in the question number 5, two components, that is random state equal to 0, to compute likelihood of each point. In scale-learn, the 4 sample method of a Gaussian mixture return to the log likelihood of each sample under the model. So using the same Python setup in question number 3. Now you can see the script is here. The points to evaluate. Okay, and second thing, we compute log likelihood. The output of the following are approximately this one. Okay, so the points with the highest log likelihood is 7.5 and 8.0, which makes the sense because it's closer to the cluster points around 8. That's it. So we choose this option. We choose these options. Okay. Now moving to the question number 7. Question number 7. Let a model A be the GMM with two components that was trained in question number 5 using the same data on the question number 5. Estimated GMM with 3 components, model B. Note, use the scale-learn implementation of a GMM with a random set 0 and all other default parameters. Select the pair of points have the same labeled model A but a different label in model B. We choose this option, option C and option D. Option C and option D. Now moving to this explanation part. Question number 7. Okay, we choose option C and option D. See, one by one explanations. In model A, 2 components from question number 5. We are already fitted with the GMM with the 2 components, and the data points naturally clustered in 2 groups. That is the points around 1, 1 and the points around 8, 8. Let's predict the labels using the code, Python code. Okay, we get the output here. The points are given below. Model B, 3 components. Now fit in the GMM with the 3 components, which in the Python we get the output is here. Now we have to compare the pairs. Okay, we have to compare the pair. After comparing the pair, we see option A is the same label, option B same label, option C and D they are different labels. See here, option C and D are the different labels. and option E is the same level. So A, B and E is the same level, C, D is the different level. That's why we choose the correct option C and D. This one, option C and option D. Okay, now moving to the last question, that is called question number 8. Consider the following two statements. Statement 1, in a GMM with 2 or more components, the likelihood can be attained arbitrarily high value. This one is also true statement. Second is, the likelihood increase the monotonically with each iteration of EM. It is also a true statement. But the thing is that both the statements are correct, but statement B is not the correct explanation of the A. Okay, B is not the correct explanation of the 8, option B. Now we go to this explanation part. Why B is not the correct explanation of the A? See, in the statement A, what did it describe? It is described in a GMM with 2 or more components. If the covariance matrix function of K are allowed to become an arbitrarily small, the likelihood can be indeed become arbitrarily large. This happens because a Gaussian with a very small variance can fit single data point approximately while making the likelihood for that point for very high. However, this leads to overfitting. And is a known issue with the GMM, often migrated adding constant at the covariance matrix. So the statement 1 is true statement. In case of statement 2, if you use the EM algorithm, guarantees that the likelihood increases with each iterations. This fundamental property EM maximizes lower bound in the log likelihood, ensuring the monotonic involvement. This is also a true statement. But the thing is that if you make a relationship between the statement 2 and with the statement 1, the statement B, monotonic increases in likelihood, does not explain why the likelihood can become an arbitrarily high in statement 1. The arbitrarily high likelihood in statement A is due to the model flexibility, that is shrinking variance, not because of the monotonic increase in the likelihood during the EM iteration. Thus, statement B is not the correct explanation of statement A. So, out of the option we choose the option B. Both the statements are correct, but the statement B is not the correct explanation of the statement A. Okay. So guys, we successfully attempted all the questions here. Okay. If you like this video, you can subscribe our channel. It will be helpful for your examination, guys. You can see this type of question will come in your examinations. Not only answer, you must know the explanations. Once again, I will let you know the explanation part. You can see the question number. The question number 1. Question number 1, you can see the explanation. You can take a screenshot of this explanation here, no problem. Okay, the correct options are this one. Now, if the question number, the incorrect options are also this one. Now, go to the question number 2. These are called the options. You can see the explanations here. Okay, it may take the screenshot here. Now, you can take a screenshot here. Now, in option, the correct options are given. Correct option is A and D. Okay, now question number 3, 5 options are given. Out of 5 options, you can see, you choose option B only. In question number 4, you choose option B and D is the correct options. Explanation is here. Only statement B and statement D is correct. Statement B and D is correct. Correct option is statement B and D. In question number 5, data set are given. Option D is only the correct appropriate answers. Explanation you can see. Already I have informed you. This is your Python script code. And this is the correct options. Now, the question number 6 is this. 4 options are given. We have given the explanation here. This is your Python code. And after running, the output log likes at approximately 7.5, 8.0. This one. Okay, the correct option is 7.5, 8.0. Now, question number 7, 5 options are given. We choose the most appropriate option is C and D. Explanation you can see here. This one. Okay, this one. Okay, some of the time, guys, same questions you can face in your examinations. So it is important for you to remember these things. Okay, so before examination, you have to prepare very well. You can see now compare this pair, we will get option C and option D. Correct option C and option D. Okay. Now the last questions, you can see question number 8, 2 statements are given. Statement A is correct, B is correct, but B is not the correct explanation of A. Okay, why it is not correct explanation of A? Already we have given the explanation part here. Statement B, relationship or explanation relationship. Statement B with statement A. So only B statement is the correct. Okay, guys. If you like this video, you can share our channels. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. All the best for your examination.